Good evening, and welcome back to Foundry. We have one floor done. We have this tweaked. Time to build the next floor, isn't it? Yep. Okie dokie. So, I have got loads of assemblers. So let's just begin to assemble the thingamabobs. We need... That's at the end here. So we want to kind of start with doing, this, I suppose. So, let's start with bringing the materials up. What materials do we need? Techum, xenoferrite, steel. Techum, xenoferrite, steel, and thermalite sheets. Okay, let's start with thermalite sheets then. So let's we'll go here. No. Well, I think 8, but I don't want to start at the top. I want to start here. This one. I think that's right. And it wants to be, I think, 8 long. Pretty sure it's 8 long. 10. It's 10 long. That's 10 high. 10. So confirm, copy and place, and move. Do like that. And that is slightly longer than I need it to be, actually. So, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll just stick with that. So let's confirm that one. Oop. I want to bring it along to the Techum. Confirm that one. Bring it along to the iron. We need to flip it. Oh. Confirm that one, and then bring it along to the the iron, because that one's steel. There we go. Okie dokie. Cool. So that's a failure. That's a failure. Okay. Would you collect all those bits for me? Thank you. And then move it over by 1 and place it there instead. There you go. Is that still connected down below? Yes, it is. Excellent. Okay. And they are still prioritizing filling in. Yep. Awesome. Okay. So, so these two, actually copy with settings, please, if you don't mind, which is you. And I'm going to put you on the edge. So you go there, you go there, you go there, and you go there. Okay, and then this is the limitations of what we have to play with. I could technically move these around a little bit here. Oh, what's wrong? We could always tweak these around a little bit, but we'll go with this. We'll go with this. So this is our lines, and they can go wherever we want to go. I think we've got more space up here to play with than we had down below, so we should be good. So we want to start with this here. This wants to be making. Also, I don't necessarily have to have these on the ground floor, but I'm going to probably leave it like this for the minute. We want to be making here. See, these need to go to the end for that, so I can just leave them at the end. So let's just have a look, see what we need. So I need 6 doing, 3 doing wire. So 1, 2, and 3, and then 6 doing electronic components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Yeah. Wow, so many different games I've been playing recently. I keep messing up what buttons are what buttons. You want to be that one, so we space. Some games cancel with escape, some cancel with right click. all just a blur. So let's do that. Let's start here and do that, and then let's start here and do that. And these want to have an input. So in. And I run out of inserters, that's okay. And then we want to have outputs. Out. And you want to have inputs, which are going to start here. And then you want to have outputs with these guys, which go on the end. Okay, there we go. Boom, there is a line of electronic components. Nice and easy. Job done. Tick that, then I know it's done. Okie dokie. So, the next thing we want to do is we want to make advanced machine parts. So that is machine parts to advanced machine parts, which is just 1 and 2, which comes basically off these two here. Is that used anywhere else? Yeah, so iron is used later. So we want to have iron run up, but this is not. So I think what we'll do is let's run this along like this. And what we'll do is we'll have a machine there, one there. Is that the only place steel is used in? No, steel is also used in in the hydraulic piston thing. So this needs to run down. Okay, so you need to share a thing behind. Is it 1 to 1? It was 1 to 1, wasn't it? Well, it's 0.75 to 1, isn't it? So I'm going to do this, and then you are going to do machine parts. You are going to do advanced machine parts. And then you'll have a sharing point in between the two. You'll have an input from that one. You'll have an input from... Actually, you'll have an input from that one. You'll have an input from that one and from this one. And then you will output. Let's output here. Okay, but right. So there is that one done. Beautiful. So the next thing, we need to put in a couple of casting machines, which is taking liquid polymer to make polymer boards. We need 4 casting machines. I don't think I got 2. I don't think I grabbed enough of them, so they can go in here because liquid polymer is here. Is that liquid polymer? Yes, that is. Maybe they should go on the end then. We'll put them on the end. Okay. Put them on the end. 1, 2, 4. Okay. So let's. I don't have any pipe. Right. Great. Great. Fantastic. Okay, no pipe. Let's get rid of all this. Our inventory for the moment. Like that. Awesome. Okay. Right. So I probably should get some pipe and get that done, shouldn't I? That would make a lot more sense. Let's go get some pipe and also some more assemblers, more inserters, loaders, and we shall be right back. And just like that, we have pipe, we have casting machines, and I even made some fluid assemblers as well, so we don't have to worry about those. So you want to have intakes there, and there. You want to have intake there, output there. Okay, you need to output onto... Oh. Stop. You are in fact going to output this way. Because you guys are going to output this way. Okay, so pipe. To there. There we go, and then outputs there, and there. There we go. Awesome. Okie dokie. Right, so that is polymer board. Done. Beautiful. Okay, so the last one left is the hydraulic pistons. Well, not the last one left, but the hydraulic pistons. That does require the iron plate. The iron plate also is required for both legs and arms as well. So I'm going to split the iron plate, I think, if I can. And, oh no, sorry, hang on. Steel. That's steel required for that, so we can run the steel. Okay, so let's, cut you off. Then we will have a slope up here, and the slope where is the liquid polymer? Is that one on the end? No, that's teluxite. Liquid polymer is here, so we can go anywhere it wants, or low density, not liquid polymer, sorry, low density, sorry. So that means we can put the 10 of them in here. They need access to the steel, but the steel will go up, come down, and come out again. So that's fine. So we'll do this. And if I put them here, let's add the recipe to them to save me have to click things multiple million times later. You have that, and then I can press Q to copy them with the recipe. So, whoop, whoop. There we go. Boom. Okay, which means you are going to be shifted. To here. Means you could have put it in front, but we'll put you here. It doesn't really matter. We have to line everything up later. That's fine. And then you are going to want to take off this line here, aren't you? So you have an input there. Okay. And then we will have intakes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay. Then ooh, it's all coming together. I love it when a plan comes together. You are lower than that one, aren't you? Yes, you are. That's lovely. Just lovely. We like that. We like that a lot. So you can come to here. And you can continue up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, are you guys going to get your... You're going to feel slightly low because the pipe doesn't have great throughput. It is filling, though, which is odd. Are you slow inputting? I guess with low power, they're slow inputting as well. So, cool. Okay. And then we're going to go and do this. Soup. There. That comes out to there. And then here's where we can do our... We only need 16 machines. So... This is wonderful. This is very nice. That's so much simpler than the lower floor. Who would have thought building easier stuff would have been easier to do? Who'd have ever thought that? There we go. Okay. Cool. Right. So now we just need to come here and we need to do just need to give them an armor. Oh no, we need to actually robot parts. Sorry, we've got 16 machines. So we've got 32 machines to put in here. So, you polymer board, electrical components, advanced circuits, and that. So the only thing that doesn't, so this and that need to carry on. That need to all end up here somewhere together. So, let's send this up. Try it again. Let's send this up. I had it right first time. Boom. And then send you up. Okay. And then you will go along here. You will come along here. You will come along here. There needs to be actually, no, stop that, stop. Stop. Or I'll say stop again. Well, so we want to do 16 machines, which we really can't do in this gap, although we could leave gaps in between them for that pipe and that to come over. So what I'm thinking is we move these all to the center and we grab these and we put that in like that. So I need 16 of them, making no, that. Sorry, I was looking for the wrong thing. And this needs 4 inputs. Oh, yes, of course it does. But you 3 are going to go in the center. You can come down, go along, and come back again. And your outputs will be to the outside. So we're going to have 2 lines that do this. So the inside one is going to be for this here. You come along to here. You'll come up to here. You'll do that. Okay. So now we have a... Oh dear, no. One more. Because this one needs to come under. So you are going to sit here. Now I want to leave a gap for... No, I don't. I don't want to leave a gap for them. That can actually run along that way. That can run along that way. This can run along that way. And then at the end, they can come back. So we'll go up against the edge there, and we'll go back by 1. You need to do that because you need access twice on the other side, and there's a slope. So there. You want to be making machine robot parts, sorry. And we want to do 16 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do that again there, because we need 8 for this one and 8 for that one, and they need 3 inputs, and they share the inputs as well. So we can have 3 inputs go to the center, and then the legs can come off there, and the arms can come off there. Beautiful. Beautiful. It is a thing of beauty. However, I can't do this, can I? Nope. Nope, because you can't share the belt 3 ways in the center. Because if you do that, and that, then that one's got to have the long one there, which can't share that one there. So you need to be offset by 1. There needs to be a gap in between them, which means you need 8 additional lines, which I can't do here because there isn't 8 tiles on the end. There's only 5 tiles on the end. Right. Rethink this. Rethink this. Like this. Okay. And then you come to the end and do that. Okay, so you flip around there, so you're going to have to offload from 2 of these, so you're going to have to offload onto this line here, which may make life a little more awkward for us, because these 2 are going to have to go so we have this one and this one come along above. They can go up 2 tiles. They can go up by 2 tiles, so that's not a problem. This is not so you're going to want to go out to here and then go along. Which means you're going to have a row here that connects to that. You are going to have to go up and up. I'm just thinking that maybe it would be easier to have you to go up. Oh no, you can't do that. You've got to go up there. Means you would then go along there, you would go along there. You would go up here, which makes you would go along that way. Boom. You would go along this way. Boom. Okay. And then the sequence will be output, input, like that. Okay. I'm going to do that, confirm paste, and then move them to there, and confirm paste. Okay. Then maybe we can do this. Oh, you need also to do here. So we're going to have a intake. Intake, something like that. Nope, you're not going to copy anything because there's nothing there to copy. There we go. And then drag it down like this. Paste. There we go. Put on. Awesome. And I'm thinking you go up there. You come back here and turn that way. And you'll go this way. Like that. And then you will come along, go this way. And then you will come along and go this way. And then we need 16 machines here, which also need an output. So I've got to have there, and it's got to have... I've run out of space. No. No. All this space here, though. Also, I can't share the 3 in the center. Gotta remember that. Can't share the 3 in the center because we need to do... we'd have to stagger them. So that's the closest I can do. No, it's not. That's the closest I can do. That has an output right on the edge. And if we do that, we'd have to leave 5 gaps in the center, which puts that belt there. Boo. Boo. Okay. Can I move this round? Can we readjust this to make space? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm sure we can. How though? Oh, I ran out of fuel. Okay, with the fuel tank re-engaged, I think what we're going to do is move some of these back so we can grab all this and move it. We only need a couple of tiles. Only a couple of tiles. So if I move that one, that's going to save us 3 tiles. We can put this all up against the edge here, which should be beautiful. So, and we can do that because we'll just finish up here. So if I remove, well, just literally the one on the end, I think will work. Copy you, let's put you there. There. Yep, put you there. And then we get a T-junction, and then we do that, and then we run that into there. We run this one more tile along. We grab from there. Okay, and then you can output onto your own little belt here. Does that, but won't do that because we need to move this back. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press K. I'm going to select an area, and we're going to start here where all these go up in slopes, and I'm going to grab all of this go confirm copy in place. No, I'm not. I'm going to cancel that. Let's start again. Up here. Bring it to here, go up. And then drag up by 1. And then go confirm copy in place. And then go to here. And go demolish all. Nice. And then we'll remove all of this. Bring this back. Oh, no, move. Like so. Move that one there. I love that copy paste mod. It really needs to be base game. It really does need to be base game, which I think it will be. I think it will be at some point. So, okay. So what we need to do now, these are going to come down here, come down, they're going to go along. So I need to stagger these. So you're going to be for, let's say, farmer arm. We need to do every other one, don't we? And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 8. I need 8. And you will need to be 1 off. There. Need to be 8 along. How do I get 8? I have to start from this end, wouldn't I? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have to bring them out by 1 more and come round. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll grab you, and then you want to go there. But you want to be over by 1. You will be configured to be legs. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Okay. So we'd have to move these over by 1. Bring them down, turn them in. That in itself becomes complicated. Let me do the grabby bits first. So we want to go and you want to go input, like that. Yes. Yep. Okay. Let's that confirm. Then we just drag it. So done. Okay. Now this is the complicated part because that can go in there, that can go in there, that's fine. That's fine. This one can't go in here. So this first one, I should have built them the other way around. I'm going to build them all the other way around now. Yep. Okay, so you come in there. That means you have to start here like this. 1, 2. You can't do that. You can't do that. You've got to be the bigger one. And that won't allow me to do that because you can't turn and turn in like that. Huh. Right. Because if I put the long one there, you can't use your middle slot. But that's not possible. Let's move back in again. There's got to be a way to do this. There's got to be a way to do this. There isn't a way to do this. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's going to look hideous. It's going to look hideous, but there is a way to do it. So, you're going to come up another one. Okay. You are going to go down. Like that. You are going to go down. Like that. You're going to come along here. You're going to go. Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted hideousness. But hey ho, it'll work. There you go. Boop. Okay. All I need to do is somehow get you to actually come out of here. Oh dear. Oh dear. You're fine. You can just come at the end. That's not a problem. You can just come at the end as well. Because zoop. And here we are. And zoop. And here we are. There we go. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So outputs. So it took, what was it? 6 episodes to do the first floor. And it's taken, it's a little bit over 1 episode, but I'm going to put this into 1 episode because, yeah, so it's going to be a longer one. I'm going to experiment a little bit with some longer form episodes and see how well they do. YouTube doesn't necessarily favour the longer stuff at the moment. It seems to like 20 minutes to half an hour at the most videos, but I've seen it work with some other channels and I feel like it's going to be better to do this rather than chop this into 2 episodes. So there we go. The second floor. Complete. It's not running because we haven't a panel. We know that. Whoa. I just scared the life out of myself by touching a spoon on a plate. Wow. A spoon in a bowl, sorry. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Next floor. And until then, as always, have fun.